Afre Guam and beyond. So today we will be going over the steps of applying Hairprint, which is the product to help naturally restore your melanin in your hair and eliminate some of those gray hairs. Before I go into the tutorial, the step-by-step tutorial of how to apply the Hairprint product to restore your hair to its natural color, I wanted to explain a crucial step before doing the treatment of this. And the pre-treatment part is, it is recommended that, especially if you use hair products like I do, I use like wax or pomade for my hairstyling, that can build up over time. So it is recommended that to use the Hairprint's product of the chelating shampoo. So it is somewhat, in a sense, achieving what a clarifying shampoo might do, but this is a lot safer. It uses more plant-based products that don't tend to damage your hair or make your scalp excessively dry compared to the clarifying shampoos. So this is recommended about a week or within the week before you apply the hair restoration product. And also it was recommended to not use any further hair products about a week prior to applying the product. The first step is applying the pre-treatment shampoo right here. So he's going to apply that. So now that I applied the pre-treatment shampoo, it's recommended to leave it on for about 5 to 20 minutes. 5 minutes for really thin hair, but if it's, ropey, more stubborn hair, then leave it on for about 20 minutes. For me, I'll just go with right in the middle at 10 minutes. So step 2, what we're going to do is we're going to get this Restore powder, and we're going to dump that into a non-aluminum bowl. So I'm using a plastic, but you can use glass. Dump that in, and then we get the Restore liquid. We're going to dump that in as well, and you're just going to use this brush to just really mix it until it turns into a more reddish hue. And that's when you know it's ready to be applied. And from there, he's going to apply that to the hairs, starting with the most resistant hair areas. And for me, it's more on the sideburn areas. Alright, so this is what my hair looks like after applying the first layer of the Restore a mixture. And I'm going to leave this on for about 15 to 20 minutes. After that, I'm going to rinse the bowl and then repeat that same step number 2 of adding the powder and the liquid, mixing it and applying a second layer and leaving it on for another 15 to 20 minutes. It's been about 15 to 20 minutes since I left the Restore product on. So I'm just going to repeat the step again. So I'm getting the Restore ingredients and the Restore liquid, mixing it up, and I'm going to add a second layer as well. And after that, I'm going to rinse the mixture off completely. It's like a science experiment. It turns into a light pink to reddish hue, a nice rose color, and now almost a blood color. One thing I did want to note, when I applied the Restore, it had a little bit of a tingly feeling, but it wasn't painful or irritating at all, at least for me. Usually when you're in the hair dye process, you smell that really kind of heavy ammonia scent, but this actually smelled very pleasant. Actually not much of a smell, so I like that process compared to you going to hair salon or using a hair product off the counter and just really strong ammonia, real chemical smell. So I just finished washing off the Restore, which is the darker pigmented gel almost off. But one pro tip I'll give you, I went under the shower head, just splashed everywhere. It made a complete mess on the shower curtains, on the walls. It was a crazy mess. So I would recommend just using a shower head, almost even kneeling on the floor and just getting the least amount of splash as possible, and it just rinse off in the smallest surface area. So it might even potentially stain my shower curtains, white shower curtains. So time to replace it anyway, but just to give you an FYI when you're rinsing it off. The final process, which is using the complete. So we're gonna just empty out the complete powder and then put in the complete liquid and mix it in just like we did before. It's turning into like a purple kind of hue. So this one doesn't really swell or bubble up like the other Restore powder or mixture. So one of the tips I wanted to give was on the instructions it says to use a button-down shirt, but I would recommend maybe using more of a zip up or zip down like hoodie or sweater. So this is easy to remove because you're gonna have to rinse and shower several times or at least 3 times in this process. And also you might want to sometimes, if you are gonna dye or use the product, you might want to line the collar area with some paper napkins. You could totally do it yourself, but I think it's just so much easier if you have, my wife helped me with applying the mixtures on, so it just made it easier and applied the areas where I couldn't see in the back. So yeah, I left the complete mixture on for about 15 minutes, so now I'm just gonna rinse that off. It is recommended to use the Alma Hairprint conditioner, the Marine Bioactive conditioner. I didn't get that, but I will be using this Wash and Grow conditioner. And going forward, I'll probably be using these products. The Wash and Grow shampoo, which stimulates hair growth and a healthy balance of hair, and along with this conditioner. All right, so all complete. So this is almost like an hour-and-a-half process of just applying and rinsing and applying and rinsing, and just finished rinsing everything off, applied some conditioner, did a little blow dry. So this is the final product. Let's see if there's a difference.